Hey there, my name is Porsha Lauri. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'm coming back with another installment of my series, Spinning Out. If you're new to my channel, I have been slowly, more than a year now, I have slowly been working my way through a figure skating show called Spinning Out. I am an ex-figure skater. I did it like my whole childhood. And so I kind of critique whether or not some of the things that they talk about within the skating community are kind of real or if they're more fabricated to make this TV show. So in today's video, we're going to be covering episodes 5 and 6. If you haven't seen any of the rest of my Spinning Out series, I will make sure it is linked in the description box below. But before we get into it, as always, if you enjoyed listening to my opinion on all things pop culture, movies, TV shows, what have you, do me a solid and drop a like on this video, then run over to that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it, so you can be notified every time I upload. I don't have any channel announcements or anything, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. I also would like to apologize that this series is taking so long to do. I think I started this series like a full year ago, and it's 8 episodes, so the fact that it's taking this long is just obnoxious, but I'm trying to space it out in between all of the other things that I've been wanting to film. Thank you for your patience as I slowly make my way through this TV show. The last time I filmed a Spinning Out episode was in January, and it is now June, so yeah, everything's a little fuzzy. Let's get into it. So it looks like we're beginning with a little bit of a flashback, and then it cut to Kat's sister, Primrose Everdeen, which Serena, I need to call her by her name in the show. It cut back to Serena doing off skates practice. So I'm thinking we're going to delve a little bit deeper into Serena and her relationship with her father, I guess? So yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, Kat's mom got a purple streak in her hair. I really dig this purple streak in her hair. Ignoring her mom. Lots of tension. Oh, I forgot about that too. Mitch, her coach, and their mom kinda hooked up. Carol, there we go. So there's still some flirtation going on there, even though she said, I don't want to mess things up for my daughter. But I also think Serena's not blind to this, so she kind of knows something's going on. Which I'm sure when you're a teenager, this is like earth-shattering. Kat and her partner passed their senior test, which means they're good to compete now at that level. I dig these outfits, except that thing on her neck. It looks wild. I really don't like the fake necklace, but whatever. Important business dad. Fucking cliche. Her mom only shows up at the most inopportune times. Pausing here because I always forget to do this, but I know I put like a visual up, but just trigger warning, this show does deal with a lot of mental health issues, ideations, self-harm, EDs, so there's a lot of layered things going on. Please watch at your own discretion. Oh, mom's a seamstress, so she probably feels hurt that she wasn't involved, but whatever, she hasn't been involved the entire time. I got my outfits mostly made by my best friend's mom. She was a seamstress, so the charging wasn't like as astronomical as it probably is when you outsource. Who's this lady? Alana. So a second love interest for Marcus, who happens to be black, so there's gonna be some kind of race thing going on. Fun, so original. Ooh, icy. So there's still some tension here. It feels really forced, I'm not gonna lie. I think this kind of relationship thing is super forced. I think I was really on board in the beginning, and now by episode 5, I'm really done with this cat and mouse game. Damn, this house is insane. Oh, Jesus. It came out of nowhere. Oh my God. My dad's moved on with his life, and it's so hard on me. Oh no, her mom is on her account. Wow, this is next level trying to burn your daughter's life. Next level evil. I hope there's some way for Kat to get her money back, because that's wildly inappropriate. She did the right thing. She confronted her and she was like, I'm moving on. Now, I don't know how telling someone that is a potential date that the person you're dating has bipolar, that should be an auto turnoff or something. That seems silly. This is extreme. Is this so that they will have more of a connection or be like, I know what it's like being the only black person in an all-white town? It's not that this doesn't happen, and trust me, I have been a victim of this kind of situation before, but like, what role does this play in the general plot line of the show? Was it necessary? Was it necessary? That's all I'm asking. I do feel bad because like I had to quit skating when I turned 18 because my parents, like, not like a big thing of where they like cut me off, but like they couldn't afford to pay for it anymore, and they're like, you know, you're an adult, like if you want to do it, by all means do it on your own. And I tried for like, I think 6 months, maybe even less than that, and I was like, nah, I'm never gonna be able to afford this on my own. She's a good friend. I keep saying that, but I really like Jenn. Another flashback of Serena and her dad, I assume. It's kind of hard to make like a skippy exit when you're driving in snow. So another scenario where Kat is going to be late to the date and Marcus is going to be upset. And then he's probably going to go on a date with that other new chick. Her car broke down also. So she's probably going to have to call Justin, which is going to look extra bad. Did I not just say that this entire scenario? Oh, I do not like this. Ooh, you're dating a white girl? Sounds like a problem. Like, that's just as shitty as the reverse. Preconceived notions about anyone's race, no matter the race, is still wrong. And like, Jenn obviously has a little bit of a crush on Justin, and they're different races, and no one's making that any kind of big deal. I'm upset. I don't really know what she's going after. Like, I get that she's having like a manic episode because she hasn't been taking her meds, but like, what is she trying to accomplish? Is she just trying to, is this coming from a place of jealousy? And so she just wants to like, I don't know what the competition is. Yeah, she's just being a shit beyond unnecessary. Ooh, damn! Justin's stepmom is a badass. Ooh, she's really done a number on herself. Ooh, damn. They've done a lot of shots. Wow, she made a move on Justin. Oh no, is Justin gonna drive right now in snow? Oh my god. Do you think he's gonna get in a car accident? That would be the full trifecta for this episode. So she's decided to sell these thingies that help you focus when you're studying as a means to make up for the money that she needs for her half of all the skating stuff, as well as getting her car fixed. Part-time drug dealers. Serena's with Justin's brothers. I think I forgot to mention that earlier. She got stranded by her mom, so they offered to like drive her around and take her home. Oh, this is the song that's in the flashbacks. Freebird. This kid's nice. They tried to buy beers with a fake ID, and it didn't go over as well as they did with McLovin. He's gonna see her during her big manic episode. She's having a serious manic episode. Oh, I feel really bad. I mean, and don't get me wrong, she's being a bitch, but he's being real nice right now, kinda. I do feel bad for her. I think that her behavior is completely unacceptable, regardless of her mental illness. However, I feel bad for her situation. It's a tough spot to be in, and I don't know anything about living that life, so. Oh, his dad found him. First time Dad's being a dad all season. Oh, he must have an alcohol problem. Oh, his mom got taken out by a drunk driver, I bet. Or she was a drunk driver, one of those. Oof. Oh yeah, he's in the middle of a fucking golf course. Okay, baby Kat, baby Serena don't look like... This is not good casting. She kicked out Serena's dad, but we don't know why for sure. He could have been doing something. We don't know. Like, it might not have just been her having a manic episode. It could have been something he did too, so won't negate that yet. Maybe it is just rumors, and I'm giving this guy a bad rap for no reason. He hasn't really done anything to really prove that he was all the things that we said in previous episodes, so I don't know. I'm all over the place. Carol's calling someone. Who are they? Calling her doctor. Good girl. Oh, Lord. This lady again. Oh, yikes. Also, only in TV shows can you have interactions with people where one person doesn't say anything at all and no one says anything about that. Oh. I like Mandy a lot. I think she might low-key be my favorite character. I'm gonna pause it here. We'll come back in just a second. Slight intermission in between episodes. And we're back. Took a little mini intermission. I think I was gonna pass out if I didn't eat, so I ate something. Anyway, it's time for episode 6. Let's do this. Oh, also, just to go back for a quick second, Kat's dress, I guess, is $5,000. And let me tell you, that is insane. I don't know if that's the norm for most people, how much they spend on their ice skating outfits, but let me tell you, my parents would never drop $1,000, let alone many grands, to put me in an outfit. The most expensive dress I ever had, we had to get made by a specific seamstress per our coach's orders at the time. And that dress was $500. That was like the most money I think my parents had ever spent on one singular outfit. So like $5,000, wildly expensive. Flashback of Jenn. Why do we all of a sudden have these flashbacks? I mean, we've kind of had flashbacks the entire show, but like also not really. Okay, her mom went to, I think, she checked herself in at the end of the last episode, so I assume this is her coming out of it. Yeah, so she must have checked herself into a rehab. Oh, mental hospital. Ooh, that was cunning. She's been hurt a lot. She's the older sister. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. But I do see that the mom is trying, so it's a double-edged sword. If it's a mental block that she needs to get through to try triples again, maybe you should send her to therapy to help her find a way through that situation. Just a thought. We had harnesses like this when I ice skated too, but it was on like a pulley system at the end of the rink, not like this like human just like following you. This is really cool, but I've never used one of those before. They're being really encouraging. I still think that she should have seeked out a little therapy to help get over this mental hurdle. But I appreciate that they're just trying to show her that she's capable of doing this without it, you know, permanently injuring her. So I get where they're coming from. I just don't like it. That was great. She's also right about that. She's also right. Sometimes you have to know when to just like stop, because you can build yourself back up with all those walls. I actually really like that. That was a beautiful triple toe, by the way. I had some triples on roller skates, but I never started triples on ice. At least no, I had all my doubles, but I didn't go for triples. I kind of quit around that time. Ice skating is far more expensive than roller skating, and my parents just couldn't do both forever, you know? That was just a cute scene of them playing bingo and him admitting he has a crush on Kat, which, like, we already knew. Come on. I think it's pretty big of Carol to go to Mandy to ask her to sell her house. Took some balls. Mandy's a good woman, so she'll do it. Teenagers will teenage. I still, to this day, have a bad, like, right wrist because I used to catch myself a lot when I fall, which is, like, number one, don't do that. It's a real easy way to break your wrist and or arm. So I feel that. Like, when it's really cold outside, it gets real stiff. I also have a bad, like, right ankle. I'm lucky that I didn't have any, like, permanent damage from my time skating. Knock on wood, just in case something erupts later. He's looking at her with all the lusty eyes. Are they just gonna make googly eyes for the entire episode? Because I'm not here for it. Have I mentioned in this video yet how much I despise Justin? Aw, Jenn got left all alone. Oh, not all alone. Johnny Weir's here. So much weird tension. I'm so over the tension. And when are we gonna skate? He zipped up her jacket. Again, I don't like this man. I don't want them to be together. I would much rather him be with Jenn if he has to have a love interest. Is this Jenn showing up at Justin's lodge room apartment thing? What the hell? Kat? No! Please tell me this is his fantasy in his head and it's not actually happening. Oh no, I think this is really happening. Kat and Justin are hooking up, and I'm very unhappy right now. Well, while this is happening, in case you haven't checked out my last video, I talked about MTV canceled scripted shows, and one of the topics that came up was the show Skins. In the UK Skins, Kat is actually one of the main cast members on that, so just thought I'd mention it. If you're not getting enough Kat in your life, you can go check out that show Skins, which I'm pretty sure is streaming on Netflix, but not positive. I'm just not buying that they're like in love. I think they just have been together a lot because they're skating together. And I know they hooked up in the past, but I don't know. And also, did we just forget about Marcus as a whole? This is all gonna backfire, I'm telling you. Oh, we're getting another Jenn flashback. Oh no. Well, at least she finally came clean to somebody about her hip issue. I don't know if she knows that Jenn likes Justin that much. She, at least in the show, like, she has not expressed that to Kat specifically. She's mentioned that he's hot, but like not that she like had major feelings for him or anything. Or also that they almost hooked up. And also, does she know that Kat and Justin had already previously hooked up? There's inconsistencies. Mandy just had a really weird freak out. Oh, she's having a panic attack. Oh, wow. She dropped a bombshell. I feel bad, and like they're really playing this scene well. Like the acting, superb. This is another cliche storyline that was unnecessary. They jam-packed too many things all into this one season. Yeah, we picked up on that already, Carol, but thank you for clarifying. Hard truths, though. It was a nice bonding moment for them, but did they have to bond over that? Whatever. I don't really care. Ooh, she's straight popping that triple over and over again. I swear this lady only shows up when she's unneeded. I feel bad that there hasn't been an invention within the medical field for bipolar disorder that gives you somewhere that's in between. I mean, I don't know much about anything, so like, please don't take all of this with a grain of salt. But it's really sad to hear that this is how they're feeling, and there's kind of no way to like find a good middle ground. But maybe that's just the TV showing. I don't know. If you are a figure skater that deals with this, can you let me know what your experience is in the comments? Because, man, that sounds hard. Hurts my soul. Like, I couldn't imagine what that would be like on top of the pressure of being a figure skater, period. Her mom actually did something good for her, though. First time this whole season. I'm glad she paid her back. That's dope. Oh, I hope that she doesn't take what she said too much into account, though. Don't go off your meds. That's also not a good idea. She's gonna do it, isn't she? Oh, just keep digging a hole further down. Oh God. All right, it's time for the ice show. I loved a recital. That's basically what it is. It's like a figure skating recital. Oh man, those were my favorites. I loved doing that. You would invite like your friends from school and stuff. It was usually like a fundraiser to help with like trip fees and things like that for the club. We would split it amongst all the figure skaters or whatever. But man, it was usually a lot of fun. You got to skate to like something fun. There were group numbers. Good time. Oh no, she's gonna do the triple toe. This is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm nervous for them. Finally get to see them do a routine, though. I like this dress, by the way. Wow, they did it. Oh, man. That just shattered her whole world. That was a good first performance. What's wrong with Dasha? Oh, no. I don't know how to feel about this. Literally, Kat and Justin have already hooked up before. Who cares at this point? I think she's going to really injure herself trying to be vengeful. Or maybe she will just work through it, but she's going to permanently damage her fucking hip in the process. Also, side note, I haven't really taken the time to look at like who does the stunt skating, but however they do it, the way they shoot is really good, seamless. I really feel like she's going to injure herself real bad. Oh, she got through the whole program. She's going to be in a lot of pain though. Yeah, she's in a lot of pain. Is Kat gonna be there waiting for her? Oh, there she is. Yellow roses are sympathy, but it's also from the flashback. I hope that they're not gonna maintain this beef. Oof. Yeah, they are gonna maintain this beef. Yes, because female friendship always boils down to like romantic relationships. I just don't like the storyline. It's not like the way that they're portraying the storyline is infactual. Like, it probably would go down like that, but just like, why? Why do we have to have this storyline? Why can't this just be about skating? Mental health. Oh, her dad just showed up. Okay, so her dad is still part of her life. They didn't really indicate that at any other point in this season. This show is wild. Like, it is literally so all over the place. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I knew something was gonna happen to Dasha. No! She better not be dead. This is where you're leaving me, isn't it? Son of a bitch. Okay, well... Wow, that was an eventful couple of episodes. Kind of glad that it didn't end on the dud. I'm not gonna lie, I thought my last video where I watched episodes 3 and 4 was actually a bit boring, so at least this one had a little bit more substance going on. But let's see, let's recap. What happened? I think Kat and Marcus are completely over. Marcus wasn't even in the last episode, so I don't know if that storyline's going anywhere else, but it kind of gives the feeling like no. So there's that, and that was just a series of dumb events that like was very TV show, and I really didn't appreciate that. But I guess Kat and Marcus are no more, at least for now, which also led Kat to then kind of regress and sleep with Justin. And I mean, maybe it's not a regression. Maybe it's a development in how close they are as partners, but I don't know. I feel really weird about it. And then he was like, in that last episode, like after they performed, he was like holding her hand in the audience. So like he's the resident skating playboy, and what he's like reformed now and only wants to ever be with Kat. Like, I don't know about that. The previous episode, you almost hooked up with Jenn, and you would have if it weren't for Kat showing up. Speaking of Jenn, which I'm very confused on the whole Justin scenario. Like, I get that she liked him, or at least found him attractive, but I didn't really feel like they developed this whole crush storyline until these 2 episodes that I was watching. So it seemed like an underdeveloped idea. And so her being this upset that Kat and Justin hooked up again, which I assume she knows about the first time they did, but maybe she doesn't. Like, I don't really care. Like, I don't care about this storyline. I just want to focus on skating. Jenn is still skating on a hurt hip due to re-injuring it when they broke into Mitch's trailer in episode 3 or 4. I really like Jenn, and I wish the focus would remain on her skating and her injury and like how that's gonna go. And I wish there was less of like this sub B plot, I have a crush on Justin, therefore you can't have him. And also, I don't remember that ever being a conversation in the show. Oh, since we're already kind of talking about Justin's storyline for these last 2 episodes has just been him coming to terms with the fact that he really does have a crush on Kat. He really likes her. But beyond that, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know if he really liked her enough that he wanted to hook up with her again, or if he likes her, like, could fall in love with her and wants to just be with her. They haven't really super established that. We did establish, though, that his mom passed away, and so that's why he's like really frustrated that his dad and his stepmom Mandy are having a kid, and like somehow that takes away from his mother's memory. But I'm not quite sure when his mom passed. I just know, I think they showed it in episode 4, I want to say, and she passed away while he was at a competition. So it happened when he was relatively young, and so like I'm kind of surprised that as an adult he hasn't come to more terms with the fact that people move forward and it doesn't take away from the memories you have or the love that you shared for that person. They're just, dead. I don't know. But yeah, that's Justin's whole thing. And then we got to know a little bit more about Mandy. So Mandy is currently pregnant, and this has been stirring up old emotions in her because she had a kid at 15, but she gave it up for adoption, and apparently nobody knows this fact. And she told Carol, who I don't think is going to use it against her, but could, so I think that's gonna blow up in Mandy's face at a later time. Speaking of Carol really had a mental break in episode 5, where we see her check herself into a facility, and she's, I guess, gone for a period of time before episode 6. So I'm kind of awaiting to see how long this fresh start for Carol will actually last, and if she's gonna relapse like she has every other time according to Kat. So we'll kind of see how that develops. I think episode 6 was the first time where I actually really liked Carol. She did some really good nurturing stuff with Mandy and with Kat, trying to kind of fix what she broke in the previous episode where she had gone off on Kat and called her like a loser and all this stuff. Serena has a storyline. Mostly it just consists of her she has a crush on one of Justin's brothers, so we're kind of seeing that develop, but like not really. Like, we're really not spending a lot of time with them. And then she was having all these flashbacks of her and her dad, and her dad finally shows up at the end of episode 6, so I'm assuming we're going to further expand on what the relationship is between Serena, her dad, Reggie and Carol's relationship. And also, in case I didn't mention it, Carol is now with Mitch, like their boyfriend-girlfriend, so I'm sure we're going to see more development of that. And then we move on to Mitch, who is currently dating Carol. He has decided to commit to her, and he's kind of sort of a stepfather and coach figure for Serena, so that's going to get complex, I think. We saw a little bit of complexity in their relationship with her just kind of abusing his trust, but I mean, those are really minor storylines. And also there was this storyline at the beginning of the show where it was really making out Mitch to look like a P-word, and I'm gonna go ahead and say I think that was all based in rumors and just like the way that they were filming things, and I think they let go of that storyline. I don't think it's gonna circle back because all the weird tension with Serena and Mitch kind of dissipated by now, and it like literally doesn't exist anymore. So I don't know, that's questionable. And finally, Marcus wasn't in this last episode. And I don't know how much of the show he's going to be in for the remainder, seeing as how Kat's kind of with Justin, but that's kind of undecided. And then there was this, they got a new manager at the lodge who is a fellow Black woman. And so there's clearly some like flirtation going on between the two of them. And we saw that Marcus was supposed to go on a date with Kat, but Kat bailed due to like literally a series of events. Then we see Marcus go and hang out with this new Black lady, and we didn't get to see them interacting, so I don't really know exactly what happened, but I think it's understood that like there's gonna be another like it's not even a love triangle at this point, it's like a love hexagon. I don't really know what's going on with the love storylines. And lastly, the skating. There was not enough skating in these last 2 episodes, so it kind of made me feel like I was watching this series for no reason, because I don't care about any of this drama. I really don't. And that's where I'm at with this show. I think I just had I think these last 2 episodes were just really rough. Like, I just didn't really care for them. I'm really glad that the next video I do on Spinning Out is going to be a wrap-up of the whole show. The next video that I do on Spinning Out, not like the next upload, but the next video I do on Spinning Out will be wrapping up the season. That will be episodes 7 and 8. So I look forward to seeing how this first season ended. And I think that's all I got for you guys. I hope you had a good time watching Spinning Out with me and listening to me being super frustrated for 2 hours straight. It's not 2 hours. This video is not 2 hours, but you know, I spent 2 hours watching this show. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to do me a solid and drop a like on it. I really appreciate you. If you enjoy listening to my opinions, like I said, on all things pop culture, music, movies, TV shows, what have you, do me a solid and subscribe. Would love that. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. At time of filming, I'm currently at 712. So we're getting real close. So help a girl out, subscribe, share it with your friends, and maybe they'll subscribe too. If you don't have a YouTube channel, get a YouTube, sign up for a YouTube channel so you can subscribe to me. You don't have to upload videos, you're not required to, but it'd be lovely if you signed up just for me. I don't have anything else cheesy to say, so until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Oh, follow my social medias, they'll all be linked below. Okay, bye.